Welcome, everyone, to our January 21st episode meeting of the Talk It Up Toastmasters Club. It is so nice to see all of you here today and to participate in our club, both from listening to speeches to table topics and hearing the evaluations. I'd like to start today's meeting with a quote. The quote is, "As you all move forward, shaping the passion and purpose of others as leaders, don't just use data, use stories. And don't wait for the perfect story. Take your stories and make them perfect." This quote is from Karen Eber, who was featured in a TED Talks Daily podcast that I shared with our members this past weekend called "How Your Brain Responds to Stories and Why They're Crucial for Leaders." In this podcast, Karen Eber uses a mix of her own and others' experiences in order to make a case for how those stories are more effective in inspiring action than data alone. So she really goes into what we talk about and what we work on as Toastmasters, where a lot of us are engineers or other technical type people, and we're trying to get better at communicating and providing and really motivating people through our words. And this was a great podcast that really touched my heart, which is why I shared it out with the club, that really spoke to what we can do as Toastmasters. So we're not just here to practice, which is absolutely a great thing to do. We practice, we get feedback, we learn from that feedback, but we also develop our skills, our storytelling skills, so that we can get our message across in a better manner, in a more effective manner. So that particular quote with the making sure that we have stories in with our data will really help bring all of us up to the next level. For today, we have two speeches that will hopefully have some stories, and knowing these guys, they will, that we can learn from today. I'm going to go through quickly our agenda, and then we'll jump right into our speeches. So I am Kate, and I am your Toastmaster for today. And I really MC the first half of the meeting. Then we will have Stephanie come in as our joke master, and she will provide a little bit of levity for the meeting today. Philip will then present the word of the day, where we're going to play a game of hangman. And you can use that word as part of your speeches or impromptu speaking today, and then you'll get extra kudos from him at the end of the meeting. After that, we move into our prepared speech portion of the meeting, where Steve McGinnis will be giving our first speech, and then Stephanie will be giving the second speech. Steve Shigdinis will be our topics master today. Hey, Steve. And he will provide an opportunity for some impromptu speaking for anyone who is comfortable to come up and answer some questions and speak for 1 to 2 minutes in order to respond to the prompts that he has put out. And any of our guests, you are welcome to join in. We don't make you join in, but please feel free if you're inspired to volunteer, because we do love to hear from you. After table topics, we're going to move into the evaluation portion of the meeting, because not only do we need to practice, but we need to get feedback. And that's how we grow and hone these skills that we're working on. Stephanie will be our general evaluator. You're doing a great job. And she's going to lead that portion of the meeting, where we will have 2 evaluations. Mohan will be evaluating Steve's speech, and then Steve will be evaluating Stephanie's speech. After that, we're going to have evaluations from some of our other roles. Philip will come back, and he will give his grammarian report on how everyone has used the English language during the first part of the meeting. Then Sajith will report on our counter and filler words. So he gets a lot of practice whenever I'm Toastmaster. But he will provide that particular report. And then Mohan will provide a timer report. So how we did on our timing for